Hello there, I'm Fabio, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to memorize words. So, first thing first, I would like to tell you something that doesn't work, or at least something that is not very efficient, even if it's something very used. And those things are list of words and flashcard. So these techniques very used are useful for our short-term memory, but not for our long-term memory. Let me say that we probably remember in the long run just the 5%, maybe 6% of what we learn with list of words. And this because we learn words out of context, and this is very bad because we are trying to make something abstract even more abstract. I want to say with this that for our brain, a word, a foreign word, is just a sound. It's not something practical. So it's not easy to remember for our brain, and I want to give you an example. If I tell you the sentence, Napoleon has conquered Japan, you probably have created in your mind the images of Napoleon or a French army or something that reminds you to Napoleon, and at the same time something to remind you Japan, maybe the image of Japan or Tokyo or anything actually that that reminds you to Japan. So these images, they are completely unconscious and we are very often unaware of. These images help us amazingly to remember the new concept, the new ideas. So you can understand now why it's so hard for our brain to remember new words in a foreign language, because we cannot create unconsciously an image for a sound that sounds like nothing to us. It's just a sound. So the words, for example, that we can easily or with more ease remember in a new language are the word that sounds more or less like in our language. So for example, ristorante in Italian, or carro, that is car in Portuguese. We can remember this with more ease because our brain can create a connection that links the word that we already know in our language with the new word. So the abstract thing, the new word, is not longer abstract because we have connected with something that we already have in our mind, something we can see and we can almost touch because it's strong in our mind, in our memory. So the logical consequence of all this is that we should try to make less abstract the words that we want to learn, and we can do that in two different ways basically. The first is consciously create a strong connection between the new word and something that will stick in our mind, or something that is already in our mind. We normally use for these techniques images, sounds, feelings, and so on. We can actually use everything. But these techniques have some problem. First of all, it needs lots of practice, because we cannot just learn it and use it. We will need at least a month to master those techniques. And second of all, we cannot learn 5, 6, 7,000 words with these techniques, because it will stress us a lot, because 7,000 words are really a lot. So these techniques are more useful when we already are in an intermediate level or in advanced level. So when we have to learn only the new words, but we already have the core, the basic of the language. So what we can do if we are a beginner, and the best thing we can do in order to remember new words, new vocabulary, is lots of exposure. For example, we can start reading a book for kids or for teenagers that are much easier than a normal book, but it will contain all the most used words in the language. So when we have finished to read this or those books, we will be exposed to the most used words that are normal in a language. Between 2,000 and 4,000, we are exposed to this. We've been exposed to these words so many times that we have absorbed those. I can give you my example. I've read all the 7 books of Harry Potter in 3 different languages: English, Spanish and French. Now I'm reading those in German. So you can see that 7 books are something about 800,000, 1 million words. So if I read 1 million words, I will be exposed to the most frequent 2,000 or 3,000 so many times that my mind will absorb them unconsciously. I won't do actually any effort to do that. And well, that is all for today's video. Please click here to subscribe my channel and be informed when I will release new video and new techniques. And please let me know what you think about this video, or even the techniques that you use for learning new words in the comment below. Thank you very much.